Good morning. Travis Egan here from Hancock Mortgage Partners. Today is Friday, August 2nd, here with my daily musings and lessons learned. So the first NFL preseason game kicked off last night, the Hall of Fame game. And I thought today's lesson, I'd incorporate a little football because, well, it's a passion of mine. And it's something that I think there's a great lesson in this as well. So Bill Walsh, the championship coach of the San Francisco 49ers, wrote a book I read many years ago and have gone back through a couple of times called The Score Takes Care of Itself. And in the book, he made some interesting points. So the 49ers were a very bad team before he got there. Then he got there and they won the Super Bowl. Now there's more to the story, but that's the gist of it. And then the very next year, so they win the Super Bowl, the very next year, the team lost twice as many games as it won. Now what happened? He basically had the same players, right? Playing a very similar schedule. His team now went from a championship team to a mediocre or even, let's say, bad team. Were the players that great the year before, or were they the remnants of the team? And in his book, he calls what happened to them a success disease. Now, I like that term, a success disease, because a disease is something ideally we can cure, right? So he says in the book, one of the things I really liked is he talks about you get a disorienting change occurs once we receive our goals or we achieve our goals. So think about it this way. Motivating yourself after you've achieved a goal is far harder than motivating yourself when you're aspiring to that goal, when you're working towards that goal. Once you've achieved it, complacency may not be the right word, but there's a feeling of maybe not pushing as hard. An overconfidence can overtake us, an arrogance, if you will. I have suffered from that a couple of times in my career where I've achieved something that I was really seeking, and then all of a sudden I kind of got a little bit full of myself, and then all of a sudden I started to backslide, and my production wasn't where it should be, or my effort wasn't the same as it once had been. Because I had felt like I had arrived, right? I had accomplished what I was trying to accomplish. And here's the part of the book that really kind of hit home for me, and maybe it will for you as well. True mastery of any endeavor is not a destination. Like, we don't arrive at success. Winning is a destination. Being a winner is a process. It's something that has to be remastered and reworked on over and over and over again. And the best example of this in my lifetime has been the New England Patriots. Not a football team I particularly care for. My wife and children will tell you I'm not a huge fan of theirs. But they find a way every year to find that motivation to drive them. One of the things they do is they play with a chip on their shoulder. They read the press clippings, especially if someone says something bad. Oh, Tom Brady's too old, chip on his shoulder. The receivers are slow and small, chip on their shoulder. They don't play with any stars, chip on their shoulder. And they keep going back to the Super Bowl. They find a way deep in their soul to find something to motivate them. My friend Dan Nacy, who he and I've talked about football a ton, said to me once, he's motivated by positive affirmations, where I was a player and coach that tended to motivate with negative. You have to find yours, right? Like mine was more Marine Corps style, where it was challenge your soul to become better. So my encouragement to you today is, if you've achieved a goal and you've noticed yourself not continuing to move on that path, check your confidence, check your arrogance. See if you feel like you've arrived or if it's something you have to keep working on. So I would encourage you, keep working on becoming the best version of yourself. Keep working on trying to achieve your goals. And remember this really important thing. No matter what, I like you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.